Okay, Christopher Leon Johnston here. Happy 15th of June. Let me make this little quick video here, right? So, this guy in the article, Charles Nye, his real name now is Charles Ghose. He was pushing against the city of Yes, and he was against Samir, who is a member of Opioid for All, being as a chair for Community Board 5. So since Samir got kicked off as a chair of Community Board 5, he's no longer chair of Community Board 5. The New York Post suddenly put an article out against him. I am not here to defend any sex offenders. I am not here to defend any sex offenses, but we can all tell that this is nothing but a retaliatory article because he got Samir out of the door. Now, if you understand about the New York Post is owned by News Corp, and News Corp is a corporation that pushes for policies that might be against the best interest for New Yorkers. Now, let me keep this 100, right? We all know that Mark Levine, the borough president, will kick this guy out. But first off, you got to go through a lot of bureaucratic red tape, which is really called the Department of Investigation findings. Now, once that happens, Mark Levine will get the green light to kick him off the board, because if he doesn't go through the red tape, Mr. Charles Nye or Mr. Charles Gosset will sue Mark Levine and sue the city of New York for lack of due process. But let me talk about this right now, guys. And I'm against the city, yes, and I'm against Open New York. I'm against Transalt. I'm against Riders Alliance. I'm against Open Plains. Now, I'm against the deliveristas. Now, let me ask you this question, guys. Let me ask this question. If this guy, Charles Nye, was pushing for the city, yes, and if he was pushing for Open New York for All, Samir Labizia being as a chair for Community Board 5, will this article be out? Will this article really be out against this guy? People got to start understanding what's really happening here. If you're against these agendas, City of Yes, the Deliverista hubs, Open New York, congested pricing, Transall, open plans, you're a public enemy number one. Anything you do will be scrutinized to the point of being arrested, being kicked out of community boards, and a little bit more. Now, let me ask people, got to start asking this question here again. Now, if this guy Charles Nye or Charles Gosset was pushing the agendas for Brooklyn, for Manhattan Borough President Mark Levine, and keep this guy on as the community board chair, will this article really came out? I don't think so. Even if this article came out, despite the fact that he voted to keep Samir on the board, and he was advocating to keep Samir on the board as the Community Board 5 chair, Mark Levine wouldn't do anything. Mark Levine would have said, well, like he'll keep him on. He'll probably keep him on to 2026, 2025, where he can't reappoint him. Or they'll be surprised that Mark Levine reappoints him because he has a certain amount of voters. Charles Nye or Charles Gosset has a certain amount of votes in his living area, and Mark Levine don't want to risk that, especially if there's a Ben Callos primary or any proper primary, like a Brad Hoyman-Siegel primary. Remember, Brad Hoyman-Siegel came in second to Mark Levine. So you gotta remember this. This is all about elections. It's all about votes, and it's all about politics, man. It's politicking and politricking. So let's keep this 100 here, guys. Like I said, I'm against sex offenders. I'm against all sex offenders. But sometimes you gotta see the stuff that the media pulls when you don't push the agenda. Now, we talk this in this right here about Reynoso. Reynoso, let me keep it about Antonio Reynoso, guys. If Reynoso caught this guy be on the board, and he pushing for the city, yes, and push for all these agendas, Reynoso wouldn't do a damn thing. We all know who Reynoso really is. We all know the real Antonio Reynoso. What he's all about. He only came out as carrier of water for these corrupt nonprofits and these corrupt organizations, and taking corrupt donor money and taking money for special interests. Now, if Charles Nye was pushing for the city, yes, and Open Door for All, and congestion pricing, and the Deliverista hubs in Brooklyn on the Community Board 1, and he got caught in the same shit that he got caught in Manhattan for, Reynoso would have pulled a fucking dime. Reynoso would have put a damn dime. Reynoso would have kept his ass on. And hell, Reynoso probably gave him a proclamation for being a sex offender. So that's all I got to say. Take care. Later.